Quick update. This is part 2. We're gonna work on the TIG again. This time, I should be able to adapt the camber adjustments how I need to, right? I went and picked up my tool from storage unit. It's a little whiz wheel, cutting wheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out, do a few little steps along the way. Not really gonna show too much because it's pretty simple. I'm just trying to make an addition to the first video that I couldn't get done to begin with, right? Again, El Paso, 100 plus degrees, water in the yard a little bit this morning. Already got some sun, got a nice fresh cut, right? It's Sunday, got to get the work week going. But gonna put this up, try to knock it out and walk you through a few steps. Here's what we got, right? Whiz wheel. Comes with a protective guard on it. I always take them off because that's how stupid I am, right? But I went and bought a new wheel. I bought 2. The one I've had on has been on there for a while. I don't know if it shifted, but if these are cracked and you hit this thing up, all right, this shit can fly off, smack you in the face. So of course, I'm gonna wear eye protection when I'm doing this so that one, the metal doesn't get me, the shards, and if this comes off, well, then I just pray that it doesn't cut my face in half, right? But this is what I'm gonna use, and once I get this all apart, I'll show you once I start cutting how it's gonna work out, hopefully. Here's what it looks like from underneath now. I'll put some paint on it, right? Because it is bare metal, was bare metal. From underneath, kind of color matched a little bit with whatever Ace Hardware had. Here's the above view, all right? Kind of color matched, a little bit lighter. And this is what I cut off. All right, this is a little hump that sits on top of the mount. You can get through the center there. You can get through the center, but to try to adjust camber, that's in the way. So as you can see, I cut that out. Pretty decent cut for the most part, except for right there. And all that nice seam sealer. Count on at least 1 per side. I'll show you, I compare this to the whiz wheel in a second. I'll hold it up to it to see how much of this material it actually took off. It is a bit time consuming, especially when it's hot. Make sure you wear eye protection. You can wear a whole mask if you want, but whiz wheel works. As you saw, the hole saws on the previous video that I tried doing didn't. Plasma cutter definitely would make quick work of it if you had one. You didn't want to, you sure you weren't going to cut anything else around it, but this is a method to get it done. And I did adjust the set screws on the top plate a little bit, so we'll see how this works out when I take it in for alignment here in the next week. So you can see in comparison to diameter how much it takes off. Compare that blue to there, right? And that's how much material the cutting blade is going to take off when you're cutting through this steel, right? So it's hardened steel. There you have it. The second one's done as well, right? So it makes it a lot easier to get to those bolts on the driver's side. I'd already moved all 4 of them when the strut was down. This one I didn't have as much room to work with, so when I put it up, I moved these from here to there and left those there because not enough room to clear that lip, right? But to adjust camber, now you or your alignment shop, whoever's going to do the work, can now just loosen those up, push, pull, negative, positive. You push it in, right? Push it in towards the engine, towards the center, and you've got negative camber. You push it out and you got positive. That's how you can adjust it. So if I'd have just gotten the whiz wheel to begin with, it would have worked out great. Hole saw I thought was going to work. We saw how that worked on the first video. So this is all put up. I'm about to put the wheels back together, tighten down the bolt for the axle because I did have to break that free on the driver's side so that I can get enough room to pull the strut out. You don't have to, but I did so that I could adjust the camber bolts, right? The camber plate, the tensioner bolts up top. So I'll put this all back together and get alignment done this week. Thanks for checking it out. Like, subscribe, talk smack, make some suggestions. Tell me what I did wrong, tell me what I did right, whatever. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what some other things you might want to see. Maybe I can make it happen, maybe I won't. just a dude trying to, you know, do some maintenance on my vehicles, putting it out there for y'all to see. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you.